On March 28, 2025, a powerful earthquake struck Southeast Asia, shaking Myanmar and Thailand. The earthquake, with a magnitude of 7.7, caused significant damage and loss of life. The epicenter was near Sagaing, Myanmar, at a depth of 10 kilometers. The quake struck at 12:50 p.m. local time, catching many off guard. The shaking was felt in Yangon and Bangkok, causing widespread panic. Aftershocks, including a 6.7 magnitude 1, caused further damage. These aftershocks hampered rescue efforts and kept people on edge. The road to recovery will be long and arduous. Myanmar bore the brunt of the earthquake's fury. The city of Mandalay, the country's second-largest city, suffered extensive damage. Numerous buildings collapsed, trapping people under the rubble. The iconic Ava Bridge, a historic landmark, was also destroyed. The death toll in Myanmar continues to rise as rescue workers search through the debris. As of March 29, 2025, the official death toll stands at 694, with over 1,670 injured. However, these numbers are expected to climb significantly as more information becomes available. Hospitals in the affected areas were quickly overwhelmed with casualties. A hospital in Naypyidaw, the capital of Myanmar, reported at least 20 deaths. Medical facilities are struggling to cope with the influx of injured people, and there is a desperate need for medical supplies, doctors, and nurses. The earthquake has exacerbated existing vulnerabilities in Myanmar, a country already grappling with political instability and economic challenges. The disaster has displaced thousands of people who are now homeless and in dire need of shelter, food, and clean water. While the epicenter of the earthquake was in Myanmar, neighboring Thailand also felt its effects. The tremors were felt strongly in the capital city of Bangkok, causing panic and some structural damage. One of the most alarming incidents in Bangkok was the collapse of a 30-story building that was under construction. The building crumbled during the earthquake, trapping several construction workers inside. Rescue crews are working tirelessly to reach those trapped, but so far, 3 fatalities have been confirmed. The earthquake also had economic repercussions in Thailand. The stock exchange of Thailand was forced to suspend trading due to the volatility caused by the disaster. This highlights the interconnectedness of global markets and how natural disasters can have far-reaching economic consequences. Despite the chaos and destruction, the spirit of resilience is evident in Thailand. People are coming together to help their neighbors, offering food, water, and shelter to those in need. In the wake of the devastating earthquake, the international community has responded swiftly with offers of aid and assistance. Countries around the world are sending search and rescue teams, medical supplies, and other essential resources to help with the relief efforts. India, a close neighbor of both Myanmar and Thailand, has been quick to respond to the crisis. The Indian government has sent 15 tons of relief materials, including food, tents, and medical supplies, to assist the affected populations. Indian Air Force aircraft have been deployed to transport these essential goods to the disaster-stricken regions. The United Nations has also mobilized its resources to provide support to the affected countries. UN agencies are working closely with local authorities to assess the needs and coordinate the delivery of humanitarian assistance. The UN has appealed for international donations to fund its relief efforts. Other countries, including Indonesia, the United States, and members of the European Union, have also pledged their support and are sending aid to the region. This outpouring of international support is crucial in providing immediate relief to those affected by the earthquake. The immediate aftermath of the earthquake has been chaotic, with rescue workers struggling to reach those trapped under rubble and provide medical attention to the injured. However, as the dust settles, the focus is shifting towards the long and arduous process of recovery. One of the most pressing concerns is providing shelter to the thousands of people who have been displaced by the earthquake. Many have lost their homes and are living in makeshift shelters, exposed to the elements. Organizations like the Red Cross and other aid agencies are working to distribute tents, blankets, and other essential items to these vulnerable populations. Access to clean water and sanitation is also critical in preventing the spread of disease in the aftermath of a disaster. Damaged water systems and sanitation facilities pose significant health risks, and aid organizations are working to provide safe drinking water and sanitation facilities to those in need. The psychological impact of the disaster cannot be underestimated. Many survivors are grappling with trauma, grief, and loss. Providing psychosocial support and mental health services will be essential in helping people cope with the emotional toll of the earthquake. Recovering from a disaster of this magnitude is not a sprint, it's a marathon. The road to reconstruction will be long and challenging, requiring sustained effort and resources. Rebuilding homes, schools, hospitals, and critical infrastructure will take years and billions of dollars. The earthquake has highlighted the importance of investing in disaster-resilient infrastructure. Buildings that are constructed to withstand earthquakes are more likely to remain standing during a seismic event, reducing the loss of life and property damage. Governments and communities must prioritize building codes and construction practices that enhance earthquake resistance. Economic recovery will also be a key challenge. The earthquake has disrupted businesses, destroyed livelihoods, and damaged critical infrastructure. Governments will need to implement policies that support economic recovery, such as providing financial assistance to businesses, investing in job creation programs, and rebuilding damaged infrastructure. The international community will need to remain engaged in supporting the long-term recovery and reconstruction efforts in Myanmar and Thailand. This includes providing financial assistance, technical expertise, and capacity-building support. The devastating earthquake in Myanmar and Thailand highlights the importance of disaster preparedness. We can't prevent earthquakes, but we can mitigate their impact and build resilient communities. Early warning systems are crucial, providing valuable seconds to take cover. Investing in these systems should be a priority. Public awareness and education are paramount. Regular drills help reduce panic during real earthquakes. By prioritizing preparedness and resilient infrastructure, we can create safer communities.